Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we start on the daily chart just briefly. Not much changed here. We're pretty much ranging still, moving sideways. We haven't broken above the October high. That would be the next step for the bulls. Overall, the support area remains relevant, which means another dip into the support area could certainly be an opportunity. Support area is located between 55,480 and 60,837. Unchanged. It has been offering support for a couple of times now, this support area. And on the daily chart, I call this the upper support area, which is, which is being tested first, because we're dealing with two scenarios pretty much, white and yellow, you might say, but there is a green one as well. But the green one is pretty much only a different variation of the white one. I would try to, simplify it as much as possible. It's complex enough, but it's, I think, just important to recognize that the white count at the moment is preferred. The white scenario is preferred. It's the bullish count, which suggests that on the 5th of August low, or around the 5th of August, we formed a more or less substantial low. Yeah, here, that was Monday, the 5th of August, and we are moving up in a diagonal pattern. If this is the case, the 55,480 level should offer support. I mean, it doesn't mean we have to test it. It's pretty much, let's say, the lowest or the last reliable one. That means pretty much that a B wave shouldn't really, move below that level. So we shouldn't really see a B wave go below 55,480. If it happens, then it is more likely that it's the yellow count. So it's really that 55,480 level which helps us distinguish between the short-term bullish count, which is in white, and the short-term bearish count, which is overall still bullish, but yeah, it's still short-term bearish. And it helps us distinguish just between these two potentials. Yeah, and between these two potentials on the chart, pretty much. Okay, so that's the key level. At the moment, it's holding. And then you might ask, okay, what's the green count? Then the green count is simply, you could say, part of the white count. It just shows couple of pathways on the smaller time frame, actually in more detail, that the price could take here before actually really forming a low. It pretty much shows us the low could already have formed on the, what was that here, on Thursday the 10th of August, when the price hit the 50% retracement at 59,221. But it's the downside structure was it looked a little bit incomplete. And we could certainly see a bit more of an extended correction here. But that is from, the point of the daily chart is that's irrelevant. This is just noise. And therefore I just have the green count to remind us that this support area could be tested again. So I'm not fully committed to the idea that the B wave has bottomed already. Also, Bitcoin hasn't fully committed yet. So this is a count that keeps us cautious. Not bearish, just cautious. It just means, okay, there could be another opportunity. I know a lot of people are waiting for another dip, would like to see another dip. Yeah, and that would be the green count. It's a potential, but it needs to break a certain support level that we see on the smaller time frame to confirm that. And only a break, if it's sustained below 55,480, would make me switch primarily to the yellow scenario, which could send us into the mid 40K region, but that's only at the moment the alternative. So if we then go to the smaller time frame, and before we do that, quick info, because a lot of people are asking for Tau updates in the comments. I updated one yesterday on Twitter, X. So you'll find the link in the description to our Twitter channel. Feel free to follow us there for additional updates, also Bitcoin updates in between. AVAX are published there and stuff about mindset, again, Bitcoin and so on. So feel free to check it out. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to the chart, and this is the short-term chart. Really, if you watched yesterday's video, then you know that Bitcoin might have probably completed 3 waves up from that Thursday the 10th of October low. And this is, by the way, just zoomed in what you just saw on the daily time frame. So zoomed in, this is our support area with 55,480 down here. But you see a few more levels and areas to watch. So the green count suggests that we could see, or at least it warns us, it reminds us that we could see another dip into support. I would not be surprised at all, but there hasn't really been any signal that this is unfolding at the moment, yeah? But we have rallied from support into resistance. We're holding just below the 78.6 retracement of that decline from the Monday, the 7th of October, down to the 10th of October low. And this move up isn't clearly corrective. I mean, it looks technically impulsive. I just would like to see a clearer 5-wave move to say it is actually an impulse. For me, I mean, we can say that, just technically, is this already a 5th wave? Yeah, we could say, yeah, absolutely. It formed a higher high, okay, but it's a bit weak. And normally we say the first ideal target is sort of here, like the 38.2 extension of waves 1 and 3 together. But bear in mind, we're here on the 30-minute chart. You see lots of distortion. So you have to always take that, micro analysis with a pinch of salt. I just show you the potentials, the levels. And what is more important than the micro count are the levels. So we have a support area, which means if the price now starts a dip, whether this is a very clear 5-wave move or not so clear because the 5th wave is a little bit weak. This is a support area I'm watching, a micro support area between 59,876 and 61,676. I would pay attention to it with additional levels at 61,144 and 60,618. And it looks to me as, one more dip would be a 5-wave move down. That would be a first indication we're actually starting that wave 2. I want to leave it open, has the 5th wave topped or not? It's too early to say. This could turn into some kind of a triangle. It's a bit difficult to say. I can tell you that this move up is certainly not impulsive. And the lower we go, the more likely it gets that we've actually formed a top there. But again, we are holding below resistance. Of course, it's difficult for the price to push above. All I'm saying, this is an ideal target for that 5th wave up there, the blue box. We might never get there, we might never get there. And then it might be, okay, whether this is then a 5-wave move or a 3-wave move, we have to see going forward. What is important, whether it is 5 or 3 waves up, is that it's holding to keep the door open for higher, that it's holding above 59,876. That's essentially what we need to be watching for. So today, I think, obviously yesterday was Saturday, there's not much movement normally, but if we get any significant price action, is most likely going to be late in the day, later, when we approach the weekly candle close, and then we probably get a bit of a decision there, and it would be interesting to see how the week is starting. Levels should all be clear. In summary, let's say the risk or the potential for a pullback has definitely increased. Can't be confirmed at this stage. Price is simply consolidating below resistance, and support levels are clear. As long as we're holding that upper support area there, the price could move higher in the white C wave, as also shown on the daily time frame. So yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. A reminder, today we have our member live stream running at 5 p.m. UTC. Today we do a chart exercise, so you can label your chart that we defined on Discord, and then send it to me in advance. I give you feedback during the live stream. If you're silver and gold member and have access to Discord, then you know that already. And what else? Yeah, if you're interested, find out what is part of, what is included in our membership. You can actually find a small trailer, just 1 minute 30 on our channel page. It explains what's part of the memberships, with the gold membership obviously being the key membership. So lots of analysis also on weekends and so on, mindset stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to publish another mindset article. Check it out. And I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.